Gordon was resting in a siding. Sometimes, he thought, it's really tiring to be such a large and splendid engine. One does have to keep up appearances, so... Then why are you so ugly, Gordon? Asked Henry. What cheeks, spluttered Gordon. Fancy speaking to me like that. You has never had an accident. But Gordon, your tender, had an accident. It is off the rails, said Percy innocently. Gordon looked back.
Why, bless me,
He said. Then it was Henry's turn to take the express. Gordon watched him getting ready. Be careful, Henry. You're not pulling the flying kipper now. Mind you keep on the rails today. No fear, chuckled Henry. I'm not so fat as you. And Gordon was just going to sleep when Thomas came up in his cheeky way. Wake up, lazy bones. Do some hard work for a change. You can't catch me. And off he ran, laughing. Wake up, Gordon, said his driver. A special train's coming and where to pull it. Is it coaches or trucks? Coaches, said his driver. It was nearly time for the express. Thomas fussed into the station where Gordon was waiting. Hurry up, you, said Gordon. Hurry yourself, replied Thomas. Gordon reversed quickly. Get in quickly, please, he whistled. Thomas usually pushed behind the big trains to help them start, but he was always uncoupled first. This time Gordon started so quickly they forgot to uncouple Thomas. Now for my plan, thought Thomas. Come on, puffed Gordon to the coaches. Where are your coaches? What? Thomas took them to the platform. Thomas ran round to the front and back down on the coaches ready to start. What happened then? He was coupled to the train and he pulled it. Oh dear, said Gordon. We were going so nicely too. Gordon thought how he could get back at Thomas. Then he laughed. Ha ha ha! I'm going to get back at Thomas. Gordon went off to a mine. Ha ha ha! Laughed Gordon. He felt very pleased with himself. Thomas was at the mine for some trucks. Gordon came up suddenly behind Thomas and pushed him. Oh, whatever is happening? Fire and smoke, said Thomas. I'm sunk. That was funny, chuckled Gordon. That was very naughty, Gordon. I saw you, pushed Thomas. Gordon, you're a very naughty engine. Right you are, agreed Thomas. And you, Thomas, you're not much better. What? You, Thomas, took Gordon's special train. You're a very naughty engine. Well, if you can't behave, I shall take away your branch line. Oh dear, Gordon, what are you doing? Run along now and get my breakfast. It's toast and marmalade. Oh yes, I like marmalade. Ugh, sticky stuff. What was that, Gordon? Why do you like marmalade? Oh yes, I like marmalade. Goodbye, Thomas and Gordon. And he hurried away. I'm tired of the fat controller pushing me about, said Thomas. That's right, Thomas, grunted Gordon. He's lazy and slack. Shall we form an alliance? Oh, yes, Gordon, said Thomas. Right, Thomas, we will pull you out. Thank you, Gordon. Listen, said Gordon. He whispered something to Thomas. Thomas chuckled. Ha, ha, ha. That's a good plan. Good, that's settled, rumbled Gordon. Meanwhile, James was pulling trucks up the hill. Then Gordon gave his trucks a bump. Did you lose your way, Gordon? Said James. No, said Gordon. Then there was trouble. On, yelled the trucks. I've got to stop, groaned James. Meanwhile, at the station, Thomas was shunting the fat controller's nice new marmalade. He stopped just in front of James's line, and off he ran, laughing. Through the station they thundered. Disaster lay ahead. Something sticky splashed all over James. It was the Fat Controller's marmalade. Toby and Percy helped James home. The Fat Controller was waiting anxiously for them. He pointed to James. "Is that my marmalade?" he asked.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
James's voice was muffled behind the Fat Controller's marmalade. "Disgraceful!" the Fat Controller spluttered. "Cheer up, it wasn't your fault. I caused the accident."
What?
"It's because I was rude to Thomas and Gordon," said the Fat Controller. James was furious. He thought how he could get back at Thomas and Gordon. "But I mustn't tell you any more, or I shall spoil the next story."